Hello and welcome to today's English lesson. My name is Stuart. In today's lesson, we're looking at intensifying and softening adverbs and how we use them in English. Let's go to the intro. Now, as I said, today's lesson is looking at intensifying and softening adverbs, and these are used before adjectives to strengthen or weaken their impact. So they strengthen or they weaken the impact of the adjective. Now I have some sentences that I will show you and we'll see how we use these intensifying and softening adverbs and the effect that they have on the sentence. So the first example, I found her language highly offensive. Okay. So highly offensive, highly here being the adverb, the intensifying adverb, and it means very. And in the second sentence, I found her language mildly offensive. Okay, so we're softening the adjective here, and it means a little. Okay, so in the first sentence, I found her language highly offensive, meaning that I was very offended by her language, the words that she used. Maybe she insulted somebody, maybe she insulted me. But I was highly offended. I was very offended by her language. In the second sentence here, I found her language mildly offensive, okay? So I was a little offended by what she said, okay? I wasn't overly offended, I was mildly offended by what she said. So I found her language mildly offensive, a little offensive, okay? So in this sentence here, I found her language very offensive, and here I found her language a little offensive, okay? So that is how we use the intensifying in the first sentence and the softening in the second sentence. Now, some examples of the adverbs that we can use in these sentences to intensify and others to soften are, for example, greatly, terribly, awfully, utterly. Okay, these are strong adverbs. And then we have slightly, mildly, somewhat, and moderately, and we could classify these as weaker adverbs. So, as we know, the effect is to intensify, okay, with the strong, and to soften with the weak. Now, we'll have some more example sentences here. Okay, so, John was somewhat disappointed with his new phone. He was expecting more features, okay? So, he wasn't very disappointed. Okay, he was somewhat disappointed. Okay, so it's a weak. He was slightly disappointed. He was somewhat disappointed. He was mildly disappointed because he was expecting more in his telephone. Okay, maybe he was expecting a better camera. Maybe he was expecting more features and he didn't get them. So he was somewhat disappointed. Okay. She was bitterly disappointed by her company's decision to fire her, okay? So she was very disappointed, bitterly disappointed in this sense. This is a strong adverb, okay? And we can see here that she was very disappointed or bitterly disappointed by the fact that her company decided to fire her. She lost her job. She was not happy, okay, when she lost her job. So she was bitterly disappointed by her company's decision. And the last sentence here, I find his opinions on immigration utterly ridiculous. Okay? His opinions on immigration are utterly ridiculous. Okay? So again, this is a strong adverb. Utterly. Utterly ridiculous. Completely ridiculous. Totally ridiculous, the things that he says on immigration, in my opinion. He has some extreme views on immigration, and I find those views utterly ridiculous, okay? Very ridiculous are his opinions on immigration. So these are ways that we can use intensifying and softening adverbs in English. Now, thank you very much for watching the lesson. Questions or comments, please leave them in the section below. Give the video a thumbs up if you liked it. Remember to share the video, please, with your friends on social media if they are also learning English. I'll see you in the next English lesson. See you later.